Good afternoon. This is Joe's Politics 101. Today is October 1, 2012. Oh man, I've been thinking a couple of days, and now I feel like I need to weigh in on this cat dog up there in Massachusetts, Scott Brown. When I saw that news report a couple of days ago, maybe last week one day, where he was talking about his opponent, Elizebeth Warren, not being a Native American. I had to think about it. I said, golly, what kind of cat dog is this? You know, this dude, you know, he just come out pure D and dealt with a little bit of racism off the top. You know, that he can look at her and say, you're not Native American. It's a funny thing about being a Native American in this country. There's a lot of people that have some part of Native American in them, even to a point to where there's a unknown quantity of Afro-Americans, Hispanics, white people, or Caucasian that are part or have some Native American blood in it. I mean, it ain't like, you know, the people that landed at Plymouth Rock in the beginning. It ain't like they didn't go out there and mix and mingle a little bit, you know. And when people run across each other, a lot of times, male, female, they do things that, you know, people do. And sometimes it results in some form of a transfer of blood. You know, thinking about Scott Walker, I'm kind of like, this cat dog ain't really knowing what's going on in this country. The majority of us in America have some kind of mixed blood. You know, you might say we might be the old Heinz 57 group in this country. You know, you never know. I think what Scott Brown ought to do is go on Ancestral.com and do a little checking on his background just to see, to make sure it wasn't a Native American in the woodpile, or an Afro-American in the woodpile, or a Hispanic in the woodpile, or some Spaniard or from Spain, or some Frenchman, or whatever, you know. What difference do it make if Elizabeth Warren is Native American, or if she isn't? The possibility of her having some Native American blood in her system is greater than the possibility of him of being pure Anglo-Saxon, white, or however you want to phrase that. Scott Brown need to recheck himself. He need to get up off of that old racist crap, trying to win an election on some degrading racist BS that he's got in his mind. I really wonder now, what does he think about Afro-Americans and Hispanics and all of that group? Do we really need that type of an individual in Congress? You know, people that can't be fair, that want to exclude certain people or use something like race to determine whether or not he can win his Senate, keep his Senate seat. He probably shouldn't have been there anyway, but he finally got it, and he's crisscrossing, he's middle of the line, he's wishy-washy. One day he's supporting this, and the next day he's not supporting it. You know, Scott Brown is about like the rest of these Tea Party people, you know. And I feel the Tea Party deal is all about race and people's rights to exclude somebody from something. Now, I'm praying that Elizabeth Warren beat him. He don't need to go back to the Senate. He needs to go home and get in his little pickup, put his little leather jacket on, and ride around doing what he was doing before he ever became a senator. That's my take on that. We don't need the racists in the Senate or the Congress. We need to get rid of all of them. You know, I have a list of individuals that I would love to see leave. You know, Mitch McConnell's the #1 on my list. Eric Cantor's another. Paul Ryan, John Boehner, Pete Sessions. You know, I have a long list of people that I think ought to be gone. Rand Paul, he's one that needs to go on back to Kentucky, be a doctor, or do whatever he was doing before he become a a member of the House, and just go straight on down the list and start getting some of these individuals out of here. All that little new Tea Party group that they elected back in 2010, they need to go back home too, and get some people in there that's about trying to get something done to get our jobs back to America, to get things moving, to get the public sector workers back on the job, people doing the infrastructure, all those different things. That's what we need to have in our Congress. We don't need all of this unnecessary obstruction and blocking of business that's not doing the American people any good. They're supposed to represent the American people, not their beliefs. They might have a 2 or 3% of the people that elected them that believes in that crap of small government and less taxes and more freedom and no regulation and no this and no that. Want to poison my family, want to poison the air, want to poison everything, drill everything out of the earth to try and make money. It's all about money for a bunch of these people. But Brown need to leave Elizabeth Warren's heritage, her race, and whatever she might be, and think about his own. He need to go check his background and see if somebody other than some white stuff might be in his heritage. He might be surprised at what he finds. My name is Joe. Politics 101. Another educational day. Let's get Scott Brown out of the Senate. Period. Have a good day. God bless. God bless America.